Hi everyone, my name is Andrea LaFalce and I work in our main branch downtown in adult services. Voting can be gratifying and it's important to participate if you want to weigh in on who represents you in public office. Getting started can seem a little daunting, and so today I'm super happy to start off a four-part series with other Charleston County librarians to help you navigate the process and hopefully answer any questions that you might have so that you can participate in this important decision-making process. The first step is making sure you are registered to vote. Today I'm going to show you how to check your voter registration, how to become a registered voter if you are not already registered, and then I'll briefly go over who can and cannot be a registered voter in the state of South Carolina. So we'll begin by visiting scvotes.gov. You'll see links to a lot of helpful information here, and today we're going to scroll down to the second link and click Check My Voter Registration. Once here, this will bring you to a small form where you will need to enter your first and last name, the county you reside in, and your date of birth. Once you click Submit, if you are already registered, then a form with more detailed information about you will come up on your screen. The top 3 rows contain personal information specific to you, so you can check to make sure this information is accurate, and if any changes need to be made, there is contact information for the Charleston County Board of Voter Registration and Elections located at the bottom of this page. The other fields on this form are not specific to you, but they are worth noting because they give a lot of helpful information, such as where you will need to go to vote. If you are not already registered to vote, your screen will look like this when you enter your information. The message does indicate to make sure that the information you entered is correct. If you have moved from one county to another, you might try searching for a record using the county you used to live in. Another good example is for anyone who has experienced a name change, so you might try searching under your old name. In both of these instances, this would indicate that you are already registered. You will just need to contact the Charleston County Board of Voter Registration to update your information. Also, if you have moved, you will first need to update your information with the DMV. Having updated information on file is important, especially to make election days run smoothly. So, after you've searched for your records, if you've determined that you are not a registered voter, you can go over here and click this link back to the home page. And once we come back here, we can go down to online voter registration. This page again gives a lot of helpful information, and you will see that there are actually 3 ways that one can become a registered voter, either online, via mail, or in person. The quickest way to register is to click this link for the online voter registration form. You will notice it asks if you have a valid South Carolina driver's license or a DMV issued ID. And if you click that you don't, it will prompt you that you cannot go further until you have one of the valid IDs. So I'll click OK and go back. You will just need to quickly verify yourself. So let me do that. And then I'm going to choose I have a valid South Carolina driver's license or ID. And give me 1 moment to enter my information in. This information is required in order to register, but you will notice there is a disclaimer underneath the form acknowledging that this information is kept for internal purposes only. If you prefer not to use the online application form, you can click to download a registration form, and then you can fill it in and return it to your County Board of Voter Registration by mail, fax, or email. If you choose this method, you can click on this link right here for a list of South Carolina counties, and from here you can select your county to view their contact information. This is what the contact information looks like for Charleston County, and it would be similar for other counties in South Carolina as well. So going back now, we can click Download a voter registration form. This is what the form looks like. It's only a page long, so it's pretty quick to complete. Also, your signature does not require another party, such as a witness or notary, so this also makes completing the form a fairly quick process. It asks you for some basic information about yourself. Right at the top of the form, it does ask if you are a U.S. citizen and if you will be 18 years of age before Election Day. These are requirements to become a registered voter. Also, don't worry about filling in the registration number in the upper right-hand corner. This is for internal use once your application is processed. Below the personal information fields, you will see a list of voter declarations, and we will go over this in better detail in just a moment, but you do need to meet this criteria in order to register. You will also notice a blank spot where you can attach a copy of your current photo ID. If you are registering for the first time in the county that you live in, you will need to include a copy of your photo ID with your current address. Since it is possible to update your address on file with the DMV without actually receiving a physical updated card, the Board of Voter Registration also gives applicants the option to send in a photo of their current ID accompanied by another document, such as a utility bill reflecting their updated address. If you find that you are unable to provide this information at the time you are filling out this application, there is a third option. You can bring your current photo ID with you to Election Day, and poll workers on site can update your information. As a reminder, it is helpful to have updated information on file before Election Day in order for everything to run smoothly, but don't let this deter you. If this is the option that works best for you, then poll workers are happy to assist you in updating your info so that you may vote. One question you may notice is not included on this application. This form does not ask you to declare affiliation with a political party. South Carolina does not have registration by party, and your preferences or affiliation is not something you need to disclose here. A moment ago, I briefly pointed out the voter declarations located on the application form. They have a lot to do with who can register to vote, so let's talk about that for a moment. If we come back now to the voter registration page and scroll down, you will see bullet points covering who may register to vote according to South Carolina state law. So, perhaps one of the most well-known requirements in order to vote is that you must be at least 18 years old, but you do also need to be a U.S. citizen and resident of the county and precinct that you are registering in. If you have a court order in place declaring that you are not mentally competent to vote, then you would not be eligible to register. Also, and this does vary from state to state, but in South Carolina, if you currently reside in prison due to the conviction of a crime, then you are unable to register to vote. If you have ever been convicted of a felony or offense against the election laws, then you would be ineligible to vote unless you have served the entire sentence or have received a pardon for the conviction. And then lastly, students may register to vote where they reside while attending college, or they may choose to be registered where they previously resided, such as a family home. Students can make the choice that best suits them, but it is important to note that they may only be registered at one domicile. There is no length of residency requirement in South Carolina, so if you only recently relocated here, you are still eligible to register. You are required to be a registered voter for at least 30 days prior to an election in order to participate, but the proof of residency requirements aim to remove some barriers by allowing residents to use alternative forms or to show their ID on Election Day. This means you have the ability to complete your registration application today. Once your application is processed, you will receive one of these in the mail, and this, along with your library card, of course, is one of the most important cards that you can ever have. Now you have taken steps to participate in decision-making processes at the local, state, and national levels, and just in time for the United States elections that will be held on November 3rd, 2020. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope it answered any questions that you might have about the registration process. There is a lot of great information on scvotes.gov, And there are other websites as well, such as vote411.org and noexcuses.com. Also, keep checking back on Charleston County Public Library's Facebook page for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.